is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redzwan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you. Me and you and my sister, siapa lagi? Adalah a few people.
Semua Valentine babies.
Tapi cakap pasal Valentine baby kan, I thought my parents made me in Japan or something. But then I found out my mom said, "No, you were made in Malaysia." I'm like, "What? I'm made in Malaysia? I don't want."
I wasn't in a different area code. How dare you?
Tasha Murale learns to trust herself by staying true to her thrilling path in life. In this episode, she unwraps her younger self and how her upbringing has allowed her to trust herself as she navigates the hardship she endures to own her story. She attests to trusting in the glory the world can emulate by embracing the child quality she has always loved. During the pandemic is when she gained trust again and found her voice. The isolation has acquired her freedom to journal and provides her with traces of her footsteps in discovering the truth behind who she is. Tasha is adamant that trust is an essential element and a foundational principle that holds her life intact. Trust is treating yourself with love and compassion by consistently looking after your needs and safety. This is her story. Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Rafi.
How are you finally?
Right? Oh my God, after so long.
I get you on this show and talk about love is trust and trust yourself.
It's been a journey, let me tell you about that.
Mm. Yes, and congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it's like the biggest weight lifted off of me.
I bet. How has it been since, since the graduation?
Mm, Life's been falling into place,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's also because of my journey of learning to trust myself.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, like family's doing better, friends are
Okay.
doing better, work life is coming slowly,
Mm,
and I
okay.
found what I like to do in my life now, thankfully.
Yes. I think you are very courageous to share some of your stories there. And I think to have you in this conversation, it means a lot to me because trust is an issue to a lot of people.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
in life a lot of times we come in a position of I mean, where do we learn to trust somebody? We learn from
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
parents, right? Our guardians.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes from that. And trust is definitely the building blocks in life because any person that I've met, when they speak about passion that they have in their life, it always comes from a place that they trust themselves.
Yeah.
And the journey of trusting yourself can be very hard. Sometimes your upbringing can be a part of it too.
Yeah.
Some people start earlier, some people
Mm-hmm.
start later.
Yes.
And my journey definitely came later.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't know about you, but like in your 20s, did you ever
Mm-hmm.
feel like you were a hot mess?
Yes. No, I think it's a little bit different from me. And I think what you just described about the meaning of trust yourself is I can resonate that with you now, and it differs when I was in my 20s. I think in my 20s I had that confident. I thought I was better. until like now that I have a son, I'm like, yeah, actually, I'm not that person I thought I was, you know? So,
Yeah,
but I think it's good to be in that position where when you were younger, you didn't feel like it. You didn't trust yourself as you learn now. I think it's better that it gets better as you go. Then you
it
think you were
yeah.
better in the past, and then now it's a little shit for me. So I'm
I
like, what? I am 30 plus. What am I doing with my life? I thought I knew it all. I don't.
I feel like when I speak to people who are like coming to their 30s or even in their 30s, right, they would say it's a completely different stance for themselves. They start thinking about like things maybe they have resented in their teens. A
Yes,
lot of
yeah.
like your angry teenage angst is now coming
Mm-mm.
into real in your 30s or in your 40s for some
Yes.
people. So you that's your second confusion stage, your second puberty, if you may.
Can you
Mhm.
describe now in your today's life, yeah,
Mhm.
after you graduated and after you experience all that, being on this age, what is trust yourself means to you?
Trust myself means to me now is that every decision is in my hands. Um,
Mm,
Learning that you may have came from a position where you were protected, your opinions were always decided for you.
mm-hmm.
Um, Trusting myself gave me a voice for myself.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me at this stage, I'm no longer looking for validation for people. Like I used to see that a lot. Why? Because I couldn't make
Mm,
decisions for myself. I didn't trust in what I
mm-hmm.
thought would be great for myself. And
Mm,
looking back, there is a lot of things. Yes, I do have regrets, like I didn't start earlier, but with the mindset that I have now, it's like it's okay. You can start it after this. That you understand that there was a time that you didn't feel equipped to because
yes.
people were deciding it for you. You've made them
Sure.
decide it for you. So now you can decide it for yourself. And I think that's the power that I took back when it came to trust. I learned to trust my own self, my
Mm-hmm.
instinct, my understanding of what would make me happy.
Mm,
So it was very hard because I came from a people pleasing tendency. So
yeah.
and
Yeah.
when you don't trust yourself, you end up in that position.
A very tough position to be in.
Yeah, and a lot of not everyone comes out of it early. So
That's true.
it's better to know now than later. So for
Mm-hmm.
myself, like really learning to trust myself gave me back my voice.
Yeah.
The voice of that 5-year-old kid who didn't like know a single thing about the world, but trust in the glory or the pureness the world could give you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
as an adult, I like that I have that with me. Like I get to
Yeah.
embrace that child quality that I always loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And along the way, how have you learned to trust yourself? Like, what did you actually do
Oh.
to groom yourself and then, to be able to live and trust yourself?
Well, one, I had to really sit down with myself. So,
Hmm.
you know how COVID-19 happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so everyone was isolated, right? If you were not home, you
Yes.
were away. So I was away and I was not surrounded also by my ex partner who
Mm-hmm.
also was really putting me in a very bad mental headspace. So when I got
Mm-hmm.
that clarity, sitting down with
Yeah.
myself, asking myself tough questions, um, like I started to understand like my real voice in me. Plus, like you didn't have to be in uni, right? You could go
Mm-hmm.
university online. So that gave me even more time. Like, if I had anxiety in uni and so on, I got to
Mm-hmm.
really sit down, write down. I even started journaling at that time,
Mm-hmm.
which I hadn't done in a very long time because I had trauma for writing. But that's a different
Mm-hmm.
story, which
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
has some parts of trust in it. Um,
Yes.
the whole writing out into my journal really helped me as well to understand, to trust myself. I needed to
Mm-hmm.
know who I was because at that point I didn't even know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have the journal, and actually the journal is even next to me. There's one page in this journal
Mm-hmm.
was the one that really triggered me to really be like, hey, that's not nice of you to say about yourself. That is not who you are. That is not within you to say to yourself. That's somebody else. So
Mm-hmm.
that page, I think I wrote 21 reasons why I hated myself. It really put me in a place of like, you didn't even trust yourself. You have so many amazing qualities. This
Mm-hmm.
is what you see in yourself. That is sad. Um, some of the things I would say is like, you're not smart. You tend to make people's life troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
You are problematic for your parents. A lot of grief. But these are not things that are true. This is what I think of to be true, but it's not really true. It's been
Yes.
accustomed to
Yes.
me. It's so much of trauma that I face, but it's not necessarily true. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it made me realize things like, that's when the full healing just started, like writing down,
Mm-hmm.
taking that isolation period. I was also surrounded by one person who's really, really nice, and he was on
Mm-hmm.
his own journey of understanding himself.
Yes.
So being surrounded by that, it
Mm-hmm.
helped.
It helps. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess isolation in the correct environment and to jot down your thoughts
Mm-hmm.
really helped you understand later what you needed to trust in yourself.
Yeah. It's almost like a process to
Yes.
actually acknowledge that feelings, to put it out there, and it's almost sound like a meditation where
Yes.
you reflect and look back into your life and see what you wrote and be like, that's not me at all. It's
Yeah.
not. And then even if it's true, like you said, and then most of it comes from the subject of truth, trust, and truth. And
Yeah.
eventually you are in the hands of your own power to actually determine that, like, this is not right, or this is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you ever thought about, like, when you talk about trauma, have you ever thought about, like, hurting yourself, feeling not good enough and not worthy enough to be in this world? Like, no one cares about you, or there's a lot of people care about you. Do you ever feel in that position?
Yes. I
Yeah.
felt that position many times. And it's so sad for me to say that I felt that
Mm-hmm.
position even as a kid. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So but the oppressing thing about that is, to me, as a kid, I couldn't really digest what it was. I just knew like I wanted to feel something else instead of sadness.
Mm-hmm.
But as I grew up, I understood that because of your circumstances in life, things change,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes. Yes.
I I put up a goal for myself when I was in as a kid. You're gonna come out um, to go to uni. This is when you're gonna escape the pain that you had. But the problem with that was the point in life is not to escape your pain, is to heal it. So
Yes. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
it took me a while to understand that. But I understood it during my COVID time. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people had that healing period too during COVID. So
Mm-hmm.
it really helped me put things into perspective. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer even mad at the people that have hurt me so much, except for this
Mm-hmm.
recently one person. But that one
Mm-hmm.
was more of I needed to prove something,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was nice to prove it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
also nice to, yeah, to not just prove it, but also to, like, let them know that, you know,
yeah,
that you know what you think you are or whatever.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
and in that situation, like it came with my graduation process, which took so
Mm-hmm.
long. Like I am not shameful to say that I took 6 years to complete my education from foundation to
Mhm.
degree.
Mhm.
I know some people that have known me, maybe same batch as me, um,
Mhm.
didn't like
Mhm.
how I didn't graduate at the same time, or were like thinking I dropped out or something.
Mhm.
But that was one of the biggest journey I had, like from trusting myself, especially because at the start I felt like I knew so much, like, oh my god, I can do this so well. Along the way, life hits you really, really hard. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
um, the things, like you said, the things you once knew were no longer true for yourself.
Yes, yes.
And you start learning also about, like, you can't be judgmental on people.
Mm-mm.
It's about the usually what you say upon others will fall on you. And
Exactly.
I've witnessed that firsthand. I've been in that position. So
Mhm.
it really humbled me.
Yes, yes, yes,
Like,
Tasha. It's real. I mean, I'm in that position too, and sometimes we can be that person is doing it to other people. You know what I mean?
yes,
And
yes.
then we feel embarrassed by it, like, did I do that? Oh my God.
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
journey of
yeah.
self awareness. It's just,
Yes,
wow.
yes, yes, yes. They call that they call that we are building our we are maturing our emotional phase. It's when you start or being able to reflect and to spot those irregularities in
Hmm.
ourselves. It's your emotional phase is becoming more mature because like for example when a child they don't feel it's wrong to be to be manipulative to get what they want. They
Hmm.
always think they're right. But if you come to a point where okay, you know what, this is also maybe my mistake also,
Yeah.
I know it's really it's really hard to say it because we always feel like it's upon us when sometimes intentionally are doing something that people are describing
Yes.
um, differently,
Very true. Very,
right?
very true.
Mm, yeah.
I've
So,
seen that played out too much in
yes.
multiple
Yeah.
people's life. And mine,
I'm guilty of that.
yeah. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
funny part is, like, it's great that for a lot of us, I think a lot of us now tend to understand what we are doing. Like,
Hmm.
our actions can hurt people. So
Yes, yes.
it's good that we come from that place, but we cannot be too comfortable also in that place, to be honest.
Yes, yes. I believe in keeping the balance. You cannot please everyone again, right?
Mhm.
Some things have to be, made a certain way or however it works for you. But of course, whatever decision that you make, if it's good for you and some people, it will not be good for some other people. Someone will get hurt a little bit. If it's not bad, if it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, I think come to that balance is hard, but actually when we speak about trust, is that when you trust that it is the best decision for your best interest and hopefully also others, I think you are making a right decision without hurting so much to
Hmm.
to yourself and also to others. But of course, it sounds selfish, right?
Yes.
Because then it comes to like you said, a subject of people pleasing. Like,
Yes.
who do you want to please first, yourself or others? Because at the end of the day, you cannot do it for everyone, right?
Yeah. True. It's like my mom would say.
Hmm.
She always tells us, me and my brother, um,
Hmm.
that whatever that we want to do in our life,
Yeah.
let it be our own decisions. Because at the end of the day, she's not going to be here for so long too. And it's
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
her to be pleased. She's pleased with what she has.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
like, I understand that path, although I know there are people out there who, unfortunately, I know some people, some of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
their parents are not necessarily like in that position to understand that for them.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
happens, and we are threatened with different things when that happens. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, you're not following the culture, or you're not doing this,
Religion, the
and
religion, especially in my religion.
yeah.
Um, yeah, when you speak like that, can some parents can be quite strict and tough, and it's hard.
Oh, but I have an interesting question about that. Like,
Hmm.
for for people who grew up with really strict parents, because I didn't grow up with strict parents. I just grew
Yeah.
up in a broken home, not
Hmm.
necessarily strict.
Hmm.
So for those with strict parents, like how did they build their demeanor of trust in themselves?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I always wanted to know, because it's there are some people you see around you, they are so strong. They look so
Yes,
strong up front, right? And then you see they have like
yes.
a great family system, seems very supportive. But I always wanted to know, like,
Hmm.
is the trust within them, like they just never had a thought about it?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
I've seen some of your stories, and then you also
Hmm.
even got my friend on, and
Yes,
I
yes,
was really proud to see him on there, because honestly, all of these stories, like you said, should be shared.
yes,
There are
yes.
people out there who are unable to get the information they need for themselves at the moment,
Yeah, yeah.
and so it helps them. It makes us all feel happier.
Yes, I
I
agree.
Yeah, for me even, I don't see any matter in life where a person should be completely hateful towards another.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's always a journey of learning. You
Hmm.
never know what the wisest person may be going through. So
Hmm.
yeah, like that's why I really like your podcast because of this. It's like, yeah, you get to share all these
Mm.
stories. You give a
Yeah.
voice to people who want to help other people.
Yes. Without the judgment of they have to be successful or they have to be somebody, they have to
Yeah.
be famous, rich. You know what I mean? Because we all human being. We all, I think, especially people like me. I mean, I don't get to a place where you're gonna have TV and call you, and because they will only call people who are famous. Who sometimes stories are, I wouldn't say their stories are real too, but because they want ratings and whatnot. But people like us have stories to share too. So this is, like, I think, a great platform for um your stories to be heard in the same way as people we admire.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? You get what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep. Yep.
And everyone aspires to be somebody, to be something. I think we should celebrate that. I don't think we should ignore people who want to share their stories. As long as this is not hurting other people, I think we should be able to be celebrated for the stories we want to share and then for the people that we can help.
Yeah.
And then your friend's story got out there like amazing.
Yeah. Like you
It
have no
Yeah.
idea for myself. Like,
Yeah.
he is one of my friends that really also helped me with trust. The thing is, he really helped me with trust because I saw how he grew as a person. I believe
Mhm.
he even said it in your podcast. Like, the biggest thing that he always faced, the biggest challenge he faced in himself, is always trying to be confident in what he do, trust in what he does, to grow forward so he doesn't self-sabotage himself. Once you know that you have that issue for yourself and you
Mhm.
slowly work towards improving that, it's great.
Mhm.
And actually, coming
Mhm.
to like your childhood, right? How you, like, not childhood, sorry, your
Mhm.
20s, how you say you were
Mhm.
confident, right, during those time.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, what I understand from that is like you had trust in yourself, in your own opinion
Mhm.
at the time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And
I
you
did.
know,
I
it's,
did. I did.
I'm sure it was a really awesome feeling you had at the
Oh,
time.
it was, and then I was such a snob too.
Yeah.
I was
But
such a
now,
snob. No, no
yeah,
more.
but it happened, right? But so I wanted to know,
Mm.
like, in your 20s, I'm like, at what age for yourself did you start understanding, like, hey, um, overconfidence,
Okay.
like being
Um.
snobby is not so great.
Yes. I think it started out as growing up not liking myself in the way I was born. I was not a person of normal like any like my brothers, like any normal boys I see like play basketball or football. I always
Mhm.
play Barbies. I know what I like. Then of course, having to be different, I had to come up with a revelation that how am I going to be out there and be accepted? You get what I mean? And to
Mhm.
be accepted is to show yourself. It's to be confident. I get better in school because I have to prove myself. I want people to validate me as someone who is wow, he's doing well in school. He can speak in the audience. He's been in magazines, he's been on TV. And I had
Mhm.
all that. I've been to red carpets and being shot like a superstar.
Amazing.
And then I became the people that I hate. I became that person who like people that have it's not the same level as I am. I'm not
Oh
gonna talk to you.
no.
Yeah, because I hate so much how I was treated in the past. And then these people are so kind to me. And they're very kind and I reflect back. I'm like, why am I being mean to them? When people that I then I realize people that I admire, people that I look up to, people that I brag about, they don't even care about me. Then I realized, oh my God, I'm such a fool for doing this to people. And then I get it back. Like people say, I don't want to say karma, but it's how you learn. You see how you discover that it's certain things, yeah? Because again, there's no right or wrong. There's no right. You can continue to be like that as much as you want, but how far would you let yourself go?
Yeah.
So I had that confidence throughout my until I got married.
Well, basically, what I thought of, like the second teen part of like healing your
Hmm.
teens, you
Hmm.
possibly might be going through that because what you didn't know, you're now experiencing
Maybe.
again,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Because I didn't experience when I was in my 20s, maybe, like you said.
yeah,
I'm
possibly you
supposed to
might be getting
experience
that.
that, right? Right? Because I grew
I'm
up too
also a
fast, I
firm
think.
believer that
Hmm.
you will you will be in a position of like constantly being put in the same lessons if you haven't learned the lesson of it yet.
Yeah, yes, yes. Maybe I haven't learned still. That's what my mom
Maybe there is
my
a
mom told
kicker
me.
there, but
My
you
mom told
haven't
me.
found it yet.
Eh,
But
uh,
it's but
yeah,
still
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to come back to trusting yourself. Maybe it's time to sit back and ask about yourself in everything that you do. And I do not believe that you
Hmm.
are like in a space where you're ungrateful for what you have. You're definitely grateful for what you
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
you know. I think
Yes,
especially with your
yes,
kid. So you'd be surprised maybe learning from the kid.
yes, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. I am. I
Sometimes
mean,
it's
yeah.
very funny, like okay, we might look at the situation and say, oh janganlah, kenapa you lari sana, nanti you jatuh, like all this
Mm-mm,
we're telling the kid, right? We're warning the kid, don't fall,
mm-mm,
right?
mm-mm.
You run, you're gonna fall. But what we didn't know is the kid was already balanced and could run faster than us. So I am a firm believer that
Uh-huh.
kids can teach you so much lesson in any action they do. Sometimes you can ask the most weirdest question that maybe you would ask to a therapist, and they can
Mm-hmm.
even answer it for you because their world
Mm,
is still in a
yeah,
state of
yeah.
pureness. And we have been so entangled with what the world have to constantly tell us to do that we
Mm-hmm.
forget what was really true to us first. So
Yeah, you're right.
so I think maybe it's time to revert back to seeing what in your past that you
Mm-hmm.
feel like needs to change. Anything that you remember in your teens, your 13 till you're 18,
Mm-hmm.
for your 30s life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I
Because
need to work on that still. Yeah, yeah.
and please do not be surprised if there are going to be times that you're going to take very painful decisions because
Mm-hmm.
it's not easy to really
Yeah,
want
I
to have your
know.
ultimate happiness for yourself. I don't
Mm-mm.
believe in having the craziest happiness in ourselves. I believe life's journey is about
Mm-hmm.
experiencing the pain and the glory of it. Because if you don't
Yeah,
experience the
yeah,
pain, you won't know the glory of it.
exactly.
So I'm okay with the ups and downs. It
Yeah,
thrills me at
yeah.
times. It used to hurt me so much, but now I'm like, okay, what's next?
Mm. Because life is never linear, right? Life is
Yes,
always,
it's
it's
not
up and
linear.
down, it's up and down. Is there any red flags that we can notice when someone is not trusting themselves, or what do they say, that the signs and the red flags in your experience as human, we realize the issue of trust within ourselves, or is it the people around us that's affecting us in that process, learning to trust?
I think the biggest red flag is looking at the people you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm,
Um, this even encompasses family,
mm-hmm,
definitely.
mm-hmm,
If you, it takes a toll, definitely where you're surrounded in, because you build a sense of self um, through your surroundings. I think in
mm-hmm,
developmental for children, uh, I wrote a thesis where we got
mm-hmm,
there was something to do about children's development.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So when it came to a child's development, they start their stages of understanding the world really at
mm-hmm,
even at 2,
mm-hmm,
but at 4 they're able to articulate it
mm-hmm.
even better. Some of kids now, I believe there are kids at 3 years who can even speak about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I understood is like your development starts from there. So if let's say your childhood, you experience an environment where every single decision was made for you,
Mm-hmm,
um, not because like you really, really couldn't be like you couldn't make it for you. Example, like
mm-hmm,
little things.
mm-hmm,
Like what do you want to eat today? Right?
mm-hmm,
Usually
yeah,
we just give. We just give the kid whatever they like, with whatever they didn't even say to us that they want. We just give.
mm-hmm,
Ni ada
yeah,
kau makan ni. Kan? So
mm-hmm,
it comes from even small things like that. For myself, I remember as a kid, a lot of the decisions were made for me. Example, like I didn't want to be in the position of
mm,
having to be at home alone. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
While my mom had to go out to work, and my father, who was supposed to take care of me but did not at the time. So I didn't make the decision to stay in the house like that. I
mm-hmm,
could have gone to my grandmother's house next door,
mm-hmm,
right? But I was told to stay in this house instead.
mm-hmm,
So little things like that. And I noticed like throughout time lah, like even with hair, with how I perceived myself, with clothes, everything. A lot of decisions were made for me.
yeah,
And I felt
yeah,
so out of it. Like now I do not know how to make decisions. So when I came to university, that's when life hit me hard. You had to start learning how to make decisions.
yeah, yeah.
So I really believe your environment definitely affects you. Even for me, my healing, my growth, like I had to have like a good person even around me.
It's
If I
true.
was completely isolative alone, I think I would have committed suicide probably. Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
having that one person with me who shared the perspective of wanting to heal,
Mm-hmm,
who also is humbled by their own action,
mm-hmm,
and was very calm and peaceful when it came to people, even when a person may be lashing against them. I needed
yes.
I needed that person to mirror.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So that's what I understood. Like your environment definitely plays a role in how you
yeah,
would think about yourself.
yeah, yes.
And once your environment is good and you have that trust, then it's
Mm-hmm,
great. When you
yeah,
will know when your environment is not good, you're unable to make decisions for yourself. And if you do, you you will make it based off of anyone else's like perception or opinion of it. So
mm-hmm,
example, like I may not want to go. Yeah, there was once I didn't want to go for a party,
mm-hmm,
but my ex-boyfriend insisted to.
mm-hmm,
And I knew why I didn't want to go. I felt uncomfortable with the group of people. This is the trust I had in myself that I should have listened to, because I still said yes and I went. And I ended up being in the worst position possible, being bullied, to be honest, in a language that I didn't understand.
Mm.
And it was so sad because
Mhm.
I was the only girl there, especially. So there were also no guys to really stand up for me.
Mm.
And it's not their, personally, I don't feel like it's their role to.
Mhm.
But at the time, being a person that didn't know how to make decisions,
Mhm.
you would wish somebody with actual wiseness in their mind, understanding, humility, and so on would help you.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think environment, your
Environment's
environment is really
important. Very
very, very
important.
important.
Yeah, and the people you're around with, you're with, and yeah.
Yes.
Is that
This
your most
affects.
difficult moment? Is that your most difficult moment in your life?
No, my
Mm?
difficult, I had two most
Mhm.
difficult moments in my life.
Mhm.
One was overcoming my father's abusive tendencies to me.
Mhm. Mhm.
That is the most hardest one that I had to overcome.
Mhm.
The second one was um, understanding,
Mhm.
yeah, understanding that whatever happened to me when I got essayed
Mhm.
um, wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the biggest thing. And that situation wasn't easy for me to go through because it stemmed from a place where I know till
Mm.
now that what I did was right because I was protecting another girl.
Mhm.
But me protecting somebody else,
Mhm.
I neglected my own safety also.
True.
So that was the biggest thing I had to like come to terms with. Like, it wasn't my fault. I was just doing a good thing for somebody. Life happens this way. Maybe there's a full reason behind it. I do not know what it is.
Mhm.
Maybe the reason is me being here to talk about what I feel like I've gone through. Maybe that's
Mhm.
the reason. Who knows? But I learned a lot from that. I really did. It was so surprising to me that there were girls that would come up to me and ask me solutions for them. But my
Okay.
father's one, it was the most hardest one because it encompassed everything to do with my life.
Yeah.
Having a father that was addicted,
Mhm.
um, and also mentally unstable. And I
Yes.
would say mentally unstable because now I understand it was an addiction problem.
Mhm.
It was an issue of him not being able to find the light for himself, to
Mhm.
solve things for himself.
He passed away, you know?
Oh,
Has he
no, no,
passed
he
away?
didn't pass away.
Oh,
He's
okay, okay,
still
okay.
here. He's still
Okay.
here, but
Did
he is no longer the like the man who's addicted, but
Mhm.
he is senile. He's come to that position.
Mm.
So there's a lot of things he didn't get to heal for himself, and
I
I witness it.
see.
I witness it all the time. He speaks of it.
Mhm.
He speaks of the last day he remembers of the pain he had.
Mm.
So
But he
that was
wasn't
my.
able to heal himself by the
He
time he got
wasn't.
to being senile.
Yeah, he didn't get to do that. And
Okay.
for myself, growing up being abused by him,
Mhm.
I always resented him.
Yeah.
And then I came to university to escape him.
Mhm.
I ended up meeting men who were the embodiment of him.
Mhm.
And I had to step away from those men because I realized I was no longer loving myself. I was no longer trusting myself. I was falling into the same
Mm.
pattern, same routine,
Mhm.
everything that I've
Mhm.
witnessed since I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
that's
like
when I
all
walked away.
okay. It's
That's
almost
when I
like
walked
a
finally.
attracting back that life you had without realizing it.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
going through. I thought I was doing the best thing, escaping,
Mm.
showing him,
Mm. Mm.
like, oh, anak you tak ada kat sini. I hope you feel the pain. I'm okay
Mm.
with saying all this because I've come to
Mhm.
terms now, knowing like
Yes.
what I
Yes.
did wasn't the best thing either.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like I know my mistakes where it stands,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why now my father and I are able to have, you know, conversations without feeling angry at each other.
Yes, yes.
I've
Beautiful.
come to the point where I just understand that yes, he wasn't he it wasn't intentional for him to be an abusive man.
Of course. Yeah.
He also had his past where he was abused,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
with that he had trauma in his life, so addiction came in.
Mm-hmm. It's how he copes. People with addiction is
Yes, and
obvious.
I
It's
had,
often, yeah, it's their
yeah,
coping mechanism.
it is. And the worst
Mm.
part of it too, I was experiencing what he was going through.
Yeah.
Like I was going through addiction at one point too.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came out of that, I understood, like, oh my God, I really wish my father had the daughter that I am now because I could
Yes.
help him.
Yeah.
But now at this case, I
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. But other than be nice with him, I love him a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And he knows
Yes.
that. And he's at the position where he doesn't think about his pain because his mind, like through becoming senile and your brain shrinking, right?
Oh,
They mention of like you will forget about some memories as well.
did
And
he
they
forget
mention,
any
yeah,
mention? Forget you?
yeah,
No? Does he
he
forget
never
you? No?
forgot me, he never forgot the family, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but he has forgotten the painful bits that he has faced.
I see.
Is
Okay.
totally like out, you know. So
So
this
that's a
is why
good side of it.
yeah, it's a good sign, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time I was like, you know, how God makes people like an example for you.
Yes. Yes.
I took it
Okay.
as that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I could never fall back also into addiction and everything. Look where
Mm-hmm.
my father has ended up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that upon anyone in this world.
And in
So,
that journey now, can you
mhm.
share your most valuable lesson?
Remember to control your anger and your heart that is filled with resentment,
Mm-hmm.
because that is not the true nature of who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's comes from a place from of hurt, and the more you try to escape hurt, you create a sea of depression, to be honest. So my best advice of life lesson I've learned is be
Mm-hmm.
humble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Humility also brings trust in yourself. Don't be too comfortable. Don't think that you are the best person in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
in life, like I cannot be the person like to put another person down. I cannot
Yes.
do that
Yeah.
because I have been in that position and it sucks.
What's your message to anyone who's struggling right now?
If you're struggling to understand who you are, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Time this take a toll and train you to be the best that you can for yourself. Only thing is, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone because the longer you stay in, well, there's this one quote, I cannot say the curse word, but the longer you stay in a smelly place, you forget the smell, right? Don't always be so comfortable. It's
Yeah.
okay to step out from your comfort zone.
Yes.
Try your best not to hurt others. I think that's the goal in life. Like, do what you need to do. Try not to hurt others. But if you do hurt others, please, please do not ever
Mm.
apologize to them for the sake of yourself.
Well
Apologize
said.
to them for what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they want to accept it is fine. They don't, they do, it's fine. But do it properly.
What are your hopes and dreams?
But for myself,
Yes. For
for myself,
anyone, for the world, for for the future, for your future self, perhaps, and for your younger self, maybe. What do you hope? and what do you dream about? What do you
Well,
want?
for my younger self, I want to say, like, you did it. You always thought that you would never finish something that you started. You did it. You finished your university. For
Wow.
my now self, don't be afraid of going out there and doing the things that you want to do, even if you're going to be yelled at. It's okay. Life's a journey, it's a process of learning.
Yes.
And for my older self, I hope that you find peace in your everyday life and that you are grateful for everything that has come for you at that time. And if there's any struggles, know that there is always a solution.
Hmm.
The solution may not be the best that you want, but it might at least be a compromise.
Yeah. I think
So,
that's where the position I am now.
yeah, so I think you
It's a
should beat
compromise.
yourself
It's a
too.
compromise. It's a compromise. A lot of it are compromise, tolerance. Okay, I accept, you know? But of
Yeah,
course, I know what you mean. Um,
yeah, there are some things you gotta compromise, okay? That's how you remain happy in life. There are some
yes,
things, and you never know. Sometimes a compromise might bring you more joy than you ever thought.
yes, yes.
So,
It's about the balance, Tasha. Thank you so much for joining me. You are an inspiration to me. Your stories is such a revelation, and it's amazing how you can share and be open about it. I think it will open a lot more doors for people who are struggling and, finding themselves in this journey to trust themselves. And I
yeah,
applaud you for that. I am so
thank you
honored.
so much. I
I'm
was
so
actually
blessed.
so nervous. My God.
I understand that nervousness. And then I never felt that until I was being interviewed. And then I realized, oh, this is how my guest feels. Okay. Because this question may seem to be protruding, because whether you think that you're gonna answer it right or not, but hey, just be yourself and you'll
Yeah.
make it through.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's my self opinion.
Well
Anyone
done.
out there is always welcome to put their own opinion on something.
Yes.
I can even learn from it. Like, if I'm wrong
Exactly.
about something, tell me. I'm cool with it.
Yes.
I'm this life, I rather learn to not be wrong.
Yes. We have to uh, be in an open mind to actually,
Yeah,
yeah, and let's stop limit ourselves from certain things and just be in an open book and in an open world
yeah.
and see what life can offer you, really.
I feel
Well,
like everyone should be in a place where like they can be openly sincere with the things they say and not be fearful of what someone else may say back to them.
well said. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Ridzwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Ridzwan.